The Order of the Phoenix have assembled, and they need your help. Are you up for the challenge? Hello folks, welcome back to the channel, The Brick Sweethearts, and today we're doing another Harry Potter set because I just love them too much, and this time it is set number 76408, 12 Grimmauld Place. For those of you familiar with Harry Potter books and movies, this is the ancestral home of the Black family, and then it also became the headquarters of the Order of the Phoenix. It first appears in the 5th movie, and it looks like, at least from the box, that's the scene that they're trying to recreate with this Lego set. So I am quite excited to get building it and see what it has in store. It is especially cool that it's kind of not one of the castle pieces and it's outside of Hogwarts. So I am very much looking forward to getting this built and seeing what's inside. Before I go and get this built though, please make sure to subscribe to our channel so you're always up to date with all our new video releases. And now let me go and get this built and I'll be right back. Welcome back folks, here's my Lego set all finished now. This one is probably on the larger side out of all the ones that I have in my collection, so it did take me quite some time to put together. However, I had lots of fun in the process and learned some new interesting techniques. First and foremost, let me reveal the main play feature of this set and perhaps the coolest thing that I have seen on my Lego journey so far. From the front here, you can see two brown buildings side by side. And you might be thinking, wasn't 12 Grimmauld Place grey? Yes, indeed. And also, it might be a little bit hard for you to see, but the numbers on the two doors here are 11 and 13. So, where is number 12 hiding? Well, the way you are seeing the buildings right now is the way that they appear to Muggles and those not privy to the knowledge of its secret location. As you may know, the Black family home is protected by the Fidelius charm since becoming the headquarters of the Order, and unless you've been communicated its location by the Secret Keeper, you will not be able to see it. However, as proud members of the Order on this channel, we are able to reveal it, and let me demonstrate. And if you want to hide it away again, it slides back pretty smoothly, just like this. Apart from this very cool play feature, there isn't much else going on at the front of this set. We see some lovely masonry bricks making up a very cool pattern, as well as some arches decorating the windows. However, the main details are all displayed at the back of the set, where we see some magical details and Easter eggs. So let's get into those. Before we get into the details of the inside of the house, I do just want to point out these hinges here, and they're here to help create the motion of the building sliding in and out. Now, as you can see, there are 3 floors here, so let's take it from the top down. On the 3rd floor, on the left-hand side, we can see a bedroom with some bats hanging from the ceiling. The wall is also decorated with a Gryffindor banner. On the right-hand side here, we can see another bedroom with some paintings decorations. And there are more paintings as well as a family portrait in the middle, and we also see some very cool skull decorations. We will discuss the minifigs of this set shortly, but it looks like the Weasley twins decided to skip the queue and make an early appearance. You can see them at the top here, and they're causing mischief already with this cool and unique piece depicting an extendable ear charm, which allowed them to eavesdrop on the Order's conversations until Crookshanks, Hermione's cheeky orange cat, decided that the hanging ear makes for a great toy and started playing with it. Moving on to the 2nd floor, we have a cozy armchair here on the left, a very cool looking grand piano right in the middle, decorated with a lovely lamp. And on the right hand side, the walls are decorated with 2 wonderful stickers depicting the Black family tree. I personally really love the level of detail and the accuracy in depicting this family tree. You can even see some family members' names and faces being blacked out, showing that they got disowned. Moving on to the 1st floor, on the left hand side you can see a door that leads to a small cupboard, and some of you avid fans will know that that depicts Kreacher's Den, a place where the house elf slept and spent most of his time. On On the right hand side, you can see a couple of items being stored away in the corner. However, the most exciting part of this floor is of course the middle. This is where the orders meetings took place at this great long dining table. The table is decorated with some cups and mugs, and there is a stove behind it with some pots and pans on it. There is also a copy of the Daily Prophet with Harry's portrait on the front page and a caption that reads, "The Boy Who Lies." This is actually a printed piece, a very cool and unique surprise from LEGO. Lastly, the bottom floor is decorated with these beautiful hanging chandeliers, which I personally really like, and I think that they help bring life to the set. Overall, I think LEGO has done a great job by making a really cool and accurate depiction of the Grimmauld Place house. Let's talk about the construction process of the set and how the building went. As I mentioned earlier, you can see these Technic hinge pieces, and they allow for the smooth transition of the building sliding in and out. I was quite pleasantly surprised by the technique that was used to achieve that, as it was quite simple to put together and yet the motion is very smooth. However, it seems like too much focus was placed on creating this play feature, and they left out creating a sturdy base for this set. And that makes this construction quite unstable. We have even noticed that even a slight touch of the table makes the whole building shake and rattle, and it kind of reminds me of when you're in a restaurant and the table's legs are uneven and the table shakes about as you're trying to eat. Because of this feature, there are issues in the overall construction process. The walls, for example, lack rigidity and strength, and if you apply too much pressure on one side, it can make the other side pop off. So overall, the lack of base makes this whole construction quite weak. We have to remember that the main purpose of this set is to be a dollhouse that the kids can access at the back here, play with it and recreate movie scenes. So having this kind of unstable and weak structure is quite worrying, because I would kind of fear that the side buildings have the potential of falling off and breaking apart if handled too roughly during play. This is kind of a strange set, as it's obviously designed to be a playable dollhouse. However, the movement feature undermines the overall stability and structure of the set, making it weak, unstable and difficult to play with. I would suspect that a lot of LEGO Harry Potter collectors out there would probably remove these hinges and add a base to turn this into a modular building, thus adding some sturdiness to it, which is quite ironic because doing that would then remove the two main things that this set was created for, which is the movement and of course the play dollhouse at the back. Let's move on to discussing the minifigures that come with the set, as we get a whopping 9 of them. So going from left to right, we get Nymphadora Tonks, Kingsley Shacklebolt, Harry Potter, the Weasley twins, Fred and George, Ron Weasley, their mother Molly Weasley, Sirius Black, and the house elf of the Black family, Kreacher. We also get Hermione's cat Crookshanks that I mentioned earlier, but ironically, we don't get Hermione herself as a minifigure in this set. This is the first time that we get these interesting looking brooms in our collection, and I really like them and how they look. Now, for those of you avid minifigure collectors, I believe that Molly Weasley's minifig and her outfit is quite a unique one, as I don't think I've seen it before, unless it came in some of the retired sets that I wouldn't have gotten since before I was collecting. Overall, as you may have already gathered, I am having kind of mixed feelings about this set. On one hand, I quite enjoy the feature of the building sliding in and out and helping create that kind of iconic Fidelius charm depiction, and also the inside of the house is filled with some very interesting Easter eggs and helps recreate some fun scenes from the movies. However, on the other hand, there are some glaring issues. The lack of the base makes for an unstable construction and affects the building process. Initially, I didn't actually have much interest in purchasing this set when I first saw it in the shop, but then I just happened to check out the back of the box and I saw the box depicting this moving feature, and that intrigued me, and that's what really kind of pushed me to buying it and adding it to my collection. Maybe I should have listened to my gut and my first impression to not want to purchase this set originally, as now, having built it fully and done this review, I do have some buyer's remorse, as I think that the main glaring issues really take away from the enjoyment of this whole set. Luckily for the rest of you, if you haven't purchased it yet, this set has now retired, so I wouldn't really go out of your way to try and locate it on the second-hand market. Instead, maybe focus on some newer sets that recently came out, as a lot of them are quite cool. Now, I think on that note, we'll just wrap it up, and I'm gonna hide away the building. Sorry Muggles, your tour is over for today. I hope you enjoyed this review. Please give this video a like. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of this set, if you have it in your collection, and if you agree with some of my comments. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. We have plenty more videos coming out every single week. And until next time, take care, folks.